All right, welcome back. Now let's take a look at the newspapers and what we have on the front page of our local dailies here. On the front page of the Star newspaper, Raila's battle plan to win over hustlers. Raila's battle plan to win over hustlers. ODM leader and DP Ruto are battling for the economically disadvantaged voters. That is what's on the front page of the Star newspaper here. Lamu donkeys are overworked, lack time to mate and reproduce. Regina is shocked. I'll give you more details. Court stops IEBC from clearing Sonko and Waititu, according to the according to the court. Let me give you that story here. Says that agency says impeached governors are eligible to run. That is according to Justice Ruben Nyakundi, who is sitting in Eldoret, following a petition by Sylvester Kipkemoi ordered the IEBC stopping any further engagements with Sonko and Waititu in regards to the August 9th general election, pending the hearing on May 13th. So that is most likely going to deal a major blow to Governor Sonko and Waititu, who are eyeing for the Mombasa and Kiambu seats respectively. And of course, Waititu lost the UDA ticket to Senator Kimani wa Matangi. And now back to top stories here. Haji decries rights abuse in criminal justice system. Chief Justice Koome says that instances of violations unacceptable. This is said that from use of excessive force by police officers, torture of suspects, arbitrary arrest and detentions, enforced disappearances to extraction of evidence through unlawful means. Haji said that the sector was riddled with impunity, yet it is supposed to be the bastion of the rule of law. They were speaking in Naivasha at a conference. Meanwhile, as that was happening, Interior CS Fred Matiang'i also asked the agencies clearing candidates for the August 9th polls to tighten the standards of criminals. Or criminals could overrun parliament. According to Matiang'i, he said that some money launderers and other criminals were taking advantage of lax financial regulations to manipulate the electoral process. So he said that the intelligence showed that the alleged criminals were the most popular on the ground, hence stood highest chances of winning those offices. So you can now imagine, that's according to the Interior CS Fred Matiang'i. So to that story, overworked Lamu donkeys lack time to mate and reproduce. The situation is a threat to donkey population, which will start declining. This is according to donkeys, actually, Lamu Livestock Director Jamila Mistanze, who said that the last thing on the mind of an exhausted donkey is,
mating.
Mute that. So, said that something has to be done, and the donkeys should be given time to rest and reproduce. Raila's battle plan to win hustlers' hearts. Raila said that the plan is part of Raila's political masterstroke to turn the tables against Deputy President William Ruto in the battle for the economically underprivileged, known in local lingo as hustlers. According to Raila, in his plan known as the recognition of prior learning policy, the former Prime Minister said that if elected president, his administration will prioritize a raft of interventions. These moves will inject formally into the multi-billion shilling Juakali sector that is largely neglected. That he said yesterday before meeting business people in larger Eastleigh area. ODM boss pushes for radical policy to issue certificates to the millions of Juakali artisans. And finally, in politics, president's legacy, Ruto vows to reverse Uhuru's SGR deal. DP accuses some individuals he didn't mention of hijacking the project for selfish gain. And now he accused some individuals who did not say that, the SGR took a different detour away from what it was meant for. So let's wait and see how that will pan out later if he's elected in office. Jain.
Now, let me bring you to the Daily Nation and that story concerning the decision by Deputy President William Ruto to reverse the president's port and cargo directives should he be elected president has also been featured here on this particular daily. They go on to give the details in that particular story, but here he says, or rather what has been captured on this story is that Deputy President William Ruto has promised to reverse a decree by President Uhuru Kenyatta on the SGR, which has been noted as his first major pronouncement to undo a policy that was enforced by his boss. So he cited, and this was yesterday, that the administrative decision that relocated core functions of the Port of Mombasa to the Inland Container Depot, and since 2018, when it was implemented, importers that are based in the capital and upcountry have been collecting their cargo from the Embakasi ICD. So now he says the directive was implemented to reduce congestion at the ports, to speed up the evacuation and to cut transport costs. All right, but there have been protests that this relocation also crippled the coast economy, as most of the clearing and forwarding agencies and truckers had to relocate. So that is the main reason as to why he would reverse this decision by his